name stirs such iconic imagery in the animal kingdom as the Great White. We all know the soundtrack. Play it near the water, and it can clear a beach. 30 years ago, we thought we knew everything about this majestic apex predator. Today, we know how wrong we were. Sadly, the representation of the Great White in film has cost thousands of sharks their lives. Only now, with a better understanding of this species, have we come to respect and actively work to conserve them. And while we have collected unprecedented amounts of data about great whites, there is still much to learn and marvel at. For starters, these apex predators rule waters around the world, living and hunting off the coast of every continent except Antarctica. They grow nearly as long as 20 feet and can weigh close to 2.5 tons in the wild. Female white sharks dwarf males and are by far the largest. Recent findings suggest that while these sharks prefer warmer waters, they are also able to survive in colder seas. This is because they are endothermic, meaning they can maintain high body temperatures despite contrasting surroundings. They do so because when their muscles contract, they generate heat. On average, a white shark can keep its body around 25 degrees warmer than the water. This affords the shark more energy and speed. On the flip side, however, this also means that great whites burn through more calories and therefore need to eat more frequently to maintain their temperature levels. Scientists have embarked on major tagging expeditions of great whites, and the data is remarkable, especially when it reveals that the route for many white sharks in the Atlantic Ocean extends all the way to the frigid waters of Nova Scotia, down to Cape Cod, and all the way to the Azores Islands. And then other whites take a more southerly route, traveling from Cape Cod down to Florida, the Bahamas, around the Florida Keys, and up the Florida West Coast, and then back again. Like most Americans, they save their southern travels for the winter and head for Nantucket in the summer, where the seal population is thriving. Tagging has shown other whites travel from South Africa to Australia and back every year. That's a total of nearly 12,000 miles, or 20,000 kilometers. Then there are those whose tagging has shown travel back and forth between Northern California and Hawaii. And with this group, things get interesting. For starters, they love to travel to an area researchers have dubbed the White Shark Cafe. Halfway between Hawaii and Mexico is a deep expanse thought to be devoid of food. Yet every day, tagged male sharks go on rapid deep dives here. Dives down to 3,700 feet, or nearly 1,200 meters. The deep dives are a deliberate endeavor that result in a lot of time spent specifically at those depths. Researchers hypothesize that this could be part of the mating ritual. However, the great white is so elusive during mating season, scientists have yet to determine their nesting grounds. What we do know is that white sharks deliver about 2 to 12 pups after an 11 to 18-month gestation period. They develop slowly, with males reaching maturity around 10 years of age and females at 15. At South Africa's Seal Island, researchers study a vibrant den of subadult great whites to understand how they develop their killer instincts, and observe and document the acrobatic seal hunting moves these juveniles employ. These young great whites provide one of the most visually stunning of all wild animal attacks on Earth. They propel themselves entirely out of the ocean and into the air while grabbing seals with their mighty teeth. Tracking seals from below, the sharks hug the bottom of the ocean, positioning themselves under the seals and launching in pursuit, eventually propelling themselves into the air in a powerful, beautiful, and speedy ambush. These whites reach around 25 miles per hour at the breach. The attacking speed is so powerful that it allows the shark to propel its entire body up to 10 feet or 3 meters out of the water. It's a display for the ages. Unless you're a seal trapped in the shark's teeth, of course. And speaking of those teeth, the jaws of a great white each house 24 exposed teeth. Behind the first row of teeth lie 5 more complete rows. This coil-like reservoir of chompers ensures that if a front tooth ever breaks off, an entire reserve will be there to take its place. This is very important for the shark's survival, given its style and force of attack. The bite of a great white shark measures around 4,000 psi. That's 10 times the force of a lion's. And the shark tends to violently shake its prey from side to side once it has them in its clutch. It does this in order to rip apart large chunks of flesh it can swallow. When we consider the bite power of a great white, its attack speed, and the side-to-side motion it employs to tear apart its prey, it is a little easier to understand why this shark needs all 300 of its teeth. Great whites' teeth regrow throughout their lives, and with some white sharks living up to 70 years, that's more than 20,000 teeth, and a lot of big bites. It turns out that great whites are sample biters, which means they test everything with a small nip to see if it qualifies as food or not. And evidently, humans do not pass their taste test, and so their instinct is to let go and find something a little fishier to eat. Though, let's be clear,